Tate's latest feud with Caleb Miligan is intensifying, while his romance with Dawn Taylor faces fresh problems as she continues struggling with unresolved feelings for her former partner, Billy Fletcher. Could everything Joe has built soon fall apart? Kev Townsend is determined to build a stronger relationship with his son, Lewis Barton, but the return of his old friend Steve threatens to undo all of his hard work. With another rival causing trouble much closer to home, Kev faces an uphill battle if he wants to repair things with Lewis. Gabby Thomas's unhealthy fixation on food takes a serious turn when she suddenly collapses while at work. After being taken to see Manpreet Sharma, will Gabby finally accept the support she desperately needs? Elsewhere, Moira Dingle continues facing personal struggles, while Serena Sugden returns to a place filled with danger. With the World Cup no longer disrupting the schedule, Emmerdale is back to a full week of dramatic episodes. Monday, July 27th, Kev becomes uneasy when Steve remarks that Home Farm would be an easy target for thieves and suggests robbing the estate. Kev quickly shuts the idea down, insisting he only came to reconnect with Lewis and warning Steve not to cause any problems. After feeling faint, Gabby collapses in the kitchen and Dawn discovers her unconscious. At the surgery, a pregnancy test confirms Gabby is not expecting Billy's baby, leaving Dawn relieved. However, she is stunned to discover Gabby has stopped taking her contraceptive pill and immediately informs Billy. Gabby reacts angrily, while Joe begins questioning whether Dawn still has feelings for her ex. Meanwhile, Caleb is frustrated after Dingle refuses to introduce him to contacts for his illegal car parts operation. At the same time, Moira is saddened to realize that although Kane has repaired his bond with Kyle Winchester, their own marriage remains badly damaged. Tuesday, July 28th. Still worried about Dawn's true feelings, Joe attempts to improve his relationship with Moira Dingle, but Caleb deliberately gets in the way. Joe later confronts Caleb at the depot, forcing Caleb to back down because he wants Joe kept well away from his criminal business. Joe quickly notices Caleb's unusual behavior and instructs Graham Foster to investigate and uncover whatever Caleb is hiding. Elsewhere, Kev puts everything into making Lewis's birthday memorable, while Claudette and Charles Anderson remain unaware that Steve is secretly preparing to carry out a burglary. Wednesday, July 29th. Dawn discovers a detention note in Lucas's pocket, sparking another argument with Billy. As they try to work through the tension, Billy unexpectedly attempts to kiss her. Dawn pulls away, but Joe arrives moments later, leaving both of them worried about what he may have witnessed. Kev also faces another problem, as a jealous Vinny Dingle continues plotting to keep him and Lewis separated. Elsewhere, Graham follows Joe's instructions by watching the depot and secretly gathering a collection of photographs. Thursday, July 30th. Serena is furious when she discovers the USB drive she stole contains nothing of value. She returns to Home Farm, where she unexpectedly runs into Steve as he is in the middle of burglarizing the house. The pair are forced to hide when Lewis Barton suddenly arrives. At the same time, Joe arranges a family lunch, leaving Graham increasingly suspicious about what he is planning, especially after everything Joe witnessed the previous day. Friday, July 31st. Danger erupts at the depot. A long-running dishonest plan is finally brought to an end, and Claudette agrees to a surprising deal. Serena made her debut in Emmerdale after meeting a devastated Charity Dingle. While traveling through the countryside, she came across Charity sitting beside a lake, struggling under the weight of the secrets she was carrying about baby Layla and Dr. Caitlin Todd. Feeling trapped and uncertain about her next move, Charity found comfort in Serena's kindness. Serena took the time to hear Charity's story as she revealed everything she had been keeping hidden. Their heartfelt conversation gave Charity the strength to return to the village, where she finally confessed everything to Mackenzie Boyd. At the time, Charity had no idea their paths would cross again, or that Serena was actually a distant member of the Sugden family, with links to both Sarah and Robert. After repairing her relationship with Robert, Serena began settling into Emmerdale Farm. However, adjusting to village life proved far from straightforward. Moira Dingle remained wary of her from the beginning, believing she possessed the same manipulative qualities as John Sugden. Despite Serena's attempts to earn his trust, Aaron refused to let his guard down. Aaron's suspicions appeared justified when he discovered photographs of Serena with John. She had claimed they had not been in contact for years, but the pictures showed they had met while John was hiding from the authorities in December 2025. Confronted with the evidence, Serena admitted more of what had really happened. Robert ultimately accepted that his cousin had been misled by John's charm, just as many others had, and chose to give her another chance. Thankful for his support, Serena assured both Robert and Aaron that she would not let them down again. As is often the case in soap storylines, that promise was soon challenged. When she found herself alone, Serena secretly searched through a stolen USB drive on her laptop after taking it from Home Farm. Although she had not yet discovered the answers she was looking for, it was clear she had no plans to give up. She remained determined to continue her investigation, regardless of the risks. Speaking about the role, Casey Al-Shaksi said, "Serena is naturally brave and is rarely frightened by anyone." She explained that Serena's biggest concern is not physical danger, but the possibility that her growing collection of lies will eventually unravel and destroy the relationships she has worked so hard to rebuild. Casey also explained that Serena's previous career in the police has shaped her into a confident and resilient person. The character frequently refers to difficult situations she dealt with during her time in the force, and Casey added that she relates to Serena because she practices kickboxing herself, giving them both a determined attitude. Even with that confidence, Serena still has plenty of fears. She revealed that Serena has become trapped by the number of secrets she is hiding, with every new lie making her circumstances even more difficult. After lying about her police career, hiding the truth about John, protecting Charity's secret, and secretly entering Home Farm, Serena knows that one wrong move could expose everything. If that happens, she believes her family relationships could suffer lasting damage. Casey feels Serena truly believes she is doing the right thing, even if other people strongly disagree with her actions. While some viewers may see her as deceptive or manipulative, Serena views herself as someone making impossible decisions to protect those she loves. More than anything, she fears hurting the people closest to her, rather than facing punishment herself. The actress also discussed Serena's growing bond with Robert, describing it as a relationship rooted in family history instead of recent events. Although they spent many years apart, she believes their connection has remained strong because family bonds never completely disappear. She pointed out that many people understand what it is like to reconnect with relatives after years apart. Shared childhood memories often create lasting affection, even when family members grow into very different people. Casey believes this is exactly what audiences are seeing in Serena and Robert's relationship. Looking ahead, Casey suggested that Robert's loyalty is not without limits. She explained that while he cares deeply for Serena and wants to trust her, there would be consequences if she ever crossed the line or completely lost control. For the moment, though, their relationship is built on unconditional family loyalty, something she believes viewers have embraced. Emmerdale airs on ITV1 every weeknight at 8 p.m. Episodes are also available to stream from 7 a.m. on ITVX and YouTube.